Hi everybody, I'm Angela.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are
Blondetourage.
back for another review. What are we reviewing today, Natalie?
You have me saying This Is Us. I know it's not This Is Us, it's The Last of Us, right?
The Last of Us, yes.
So we are on episode 2, and we have discussed this a little bit beforehand. So
I very differing opinions on this.
I love the series. I love it. This is like, since The White Lotus, this is the first show that I have been so excited and just want to see next week and want to see where this goes. And I'm trying not to see spoiler reviews anywhere from the game. And I'm just so excited.
So on the other hand, I have not been a fan. If you watched our review last time, I told you that I'm not really a fan of the zombie thing because I didn't really think that there was going to be anything original, and I still feel that way.
I don't know why, because I watch a lot of zombie stuff and I feel like it's very different.
What do you think is different about it?
Well, number one, the set design is just incredible. I always enjoyed The Walking Dead, but it was just always so gray. Yeah. This is very green and very, with the buildings collapsed on themselves and inside of the hotel, I thought that set was amazing. You know what I mean? It looks different to me.
I agree with you that it's nice and it looks great, but I need a little something more to keep me captivated. And when this episode first started and you see them take her into the lab,
yes,
I was like, okay, well, this is a little different. We're going to find out the backstory. We're going to find out what's going on, what happened. And they bring her into the room and they tell her to look at her left leg. And then you see what happens. I don't know if are we spoiling?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we see the little worms come out of her leg.
Those.
It was so gross, but I was like, oh wow, this is cool.
But you know what's really cool though?
What?
And I know I really feel like you fell asleep last week, and that's why you're not enjoying it. I feel like
Shocker.
She falls asleep. And then but if you're really paying attention, okay, so where did the bite first happen? Do you remember what she said?
No.
Or what they said? It was like a wheat factory.
Yeah, the wheat factory,
okay.
Right.
Now, that is the easiest place for distribution, which is why it probably went to the US so quickly. And then, first episode, check this out. I started trying to think of things. First episode, what were they eating? You probably don't remember. They were eating eggs in the morning. Now,
yes, I remember that.
You also hear on the radio, they're talking about unrest in Indonesia.
Oh.
So that was the bomb, I guess.
Yes.
Then when he takes her to school, we see Nana outside with the guy and he's feeding her biscuits. What are biscuits made out of?
Okay. You are a good little detective there. Okay.
So he's feeding her biscuits, okay? And he goes, hey, you want some? And they're like, no, we're on Atkins, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so they're obviously not having this wheat stuff that could be infecting everybody, which it probably is. Then she goes to the house afterwards to make cookies. Okay, what are cookies made out of? Flour, and I don't know about wheat, but it was a flour. It was flour and wheat factory, right?
Yes.
So it's made out of flour, and guess what? She wanted to make chocolate chip cookies, right?
Yes.
And the lady's like, no, we're making raisin cookies. And then you see the disappointment on her face, meaning she didn't have any. You know what I mean? So she wasn't infected.
You are really into this. You've done some real thinking about it. I'm impressed.
Well, I'm telling you, it's like the details, if you miss them, like it makes it so much more enjoyable when you see these details. And that's what I'm loving about the show, the details.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the first 10 minutes. Loved it. Then I was bored until the last 10 minutes. Okay, we know you're trying to escape. We know you're trying to go to where they're not going to find you. You see it in every single zombie movie.
What about the clickers in the museum? That wasn't the last 10 minutes.
Well, it was close to the last 10 minutes.
Well,
Maybe 15.
It's only like a 45-minute episode.
I was bored. Sorry.
I also really enjoyed how Joel and Ellie are trying to make small talk, and it's just going nowhere. But you know it's going to go somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
She's a little sassy one, too. I love her little potty mouth, and she's very sarcastic, and she's just fun. She's a fun character.
She's a lot of fun. And you can tell that Tess and Joel, they're very hardened. But in this episode, you definitely saw Tess shifting and being, there was hope. You saw her with hope that, you know, yeah, she could be a cure to all this. But
yeah,
I really enjoyed all that. I'm sorry you didn't.
I was definitely invested in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I loved it. I called it the worm kiss. That was so, it was nasty and creepy and gross.
Oh my gosh.
But I liked it.
You like the
kiss?
I
like that part.
You like the worm kiss?
The kiss. Yeah. You know what else I like?
What?
My shirt. Now, this was an awesome series. Sorry, I didn't mean to just get off the topic. But
it's so different from what we're talking about.
I know.
It's okay, though. I like it.
You know what I would like? If zombies folded in the cheese.
Next step is to fold in the cheese.
What does that mean? What does fold in the cheese mean? He folds it in.
Like, we need something different.
That's very outside the box.
Because I was bored, and clearly I fell asleep last week, I'm going to give this one more try. Next week, I will watch episode 3, and if I don't like it after that, if I find myself bored again, not really interested or invested, I'm going to have to stop. And then Sissy is going to be on her own. I mean, I can sit in the background if you want.
No. I just know that I'm going to love it, but it's the attention to detail that I'm really enjoying. And maybe if you were watching with me, because we've been watching separately, maybe if you were watching with me, you'd be enjoying it more. But I'm a nerd. I like to really pay attention to things like that. I don't want to force you to watch it. No one wants to see you watching something you don't want to watch.
I'm just curious to know. Please leave in the comments. Does anybody agree with me? Do you agree with Natalie or do you agree with me? Just curious.
Yeah, I agree with me.
Shut up. We're Blondetourage. Thank you so much for watching our review. Remember, like
and subscribe.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Warm kiss.